Might I be of service? Might I be of service?
Headshot.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today? We're okay on Stimpaks. This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us, but we won't let them find us. We're okay on Med-X, until we have to numb the pain. You're my best friend forever. Too bad. We were spotted by robots. If you go back to the terminal to restart the test, I won't mess up again. Time to fight. Don't you like me anymore?
I wish there were some other way.
Sees you! You're no Sing them in the name of all that is Mobius! You want to see me? Need to calibrate these robo-sensors. Where the hell did it come from? I see you. Now I end you. Are you sure you scanned something? Scorpion, attack! I see you. Now I end you. Are you sure you scanned something?
Did you even know you were wearing me? This is the advanced test. Watch out for laser tripwires.
All
They'll
right,
ruin our
everyone,
day.
calm down. Might have been a blip.
Stimpack reserves adequate. Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.2. Running low on Summit online. Starting combat. Just kidding. Fighting over. This is the expert stealth test. If you thought the lasers were bad, wait till you see the proximity mines. Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.3. Torso fitment synced to user's physiology. Time to fight. This is the robot compliance test. If you sneak up on a robot, you can disable it. It's so easy, even I can't mess up.
The Eye of Mobius sees you. I see you. Now I end you. Should invest in walking eyes. Need to calibrate these robo-sensors. Still scanning.
Cessation of hostilities complete. Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.4. Impulse accelerator online. Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Sees you. Feel the full power of my Robo-Scorpion's arsenal. Stop that! You'll damage the hull. Destroy this one. I'll make it.
Fucking 2-level explosion? What the hell?
The eye of Mobius sees you! Our lobotomized 3, Dr. Mobius 0. In the name of all that is Mobius. You think that moral stealth suit will keep you hidden from me? Think again!
Force fields can only be disrupted by a specific frequency. If anyone has found the frequency, last seen around X8, let the dome know at once.
There's one more weapon I'm gonna need. I think. Which one is it at? I'm looking for the cannons. So it's not on this side. It's some up here. No, it's not up here either. I really don't want to have to look up a guide. Save, because every time I fast travel, I run the risk of making the game crash. That's a lot of explosives. I bet it's over there. Yeah, the howitzers! Give me all that 12 gauge ammo, or 20 gauge ammo. Turn out the lights. shoddy ammo. Don't burn through it all.
If you are standing on the green pipes, please get off them at once.
Come on, since you're about, let's get this over with. Paste thick. Before we about that, save and then trap. Glad I saved. Every time I fast travel. Travel again.
Might I be of service?
Incinerator, how many damage do you do? Nope. Pop some Mentats. See here, that's one for Boone, one for Veronica, and okay, I need one more. See how many Magnum rounds I can get out of that. $52. 49. Once I get done here, I'm gonna be selling everything.
Might I be of service? Might I be of service, sir?
Fuck did that make sense? That was a weird ammo counter glitch. Did I lose my remaining? Or did I burn through it all? Oh, that ain't good, because I don't know.
Might I be of service?
Oh, frickin' lovely. We're so far down. Good ammo's not even an option. That is horrible.
My Scorpions will soon conquer the crater. It's just that this is a big place, so it's hard to conquer everything.
Explosive skill book. Okay, so these make 2 impact zones, and I need to go find where this one hits. Possibly. And where does that one line up? There's no way they both line up at the same spot. We'll go find out. I can't believe I'm running around with an energy weapon. I have like no skill in it. Fuck's up there? Whoever was up here very clearly had a cache. I'm slightly agitated that I can't grab it. So you're utilizing perception. Nearest spot that's not marked, but I know it's not this one. I know it's down here, but we'll go back to and just run in a straight line, I guess. Because I know it hits something, and then it opens the path to that area. And I know there's a Tesla cannon there. And I know I need as much damage as possible against Big Robo Brain. Or Robo Scorpion. Okay, secure town reconstruction. I highly doubt this is it, though. Ooh, 357 mag. Okay, yeah, maybe. If there's a turret on the other side, I've found the spot. It's just not where I remembered it being. I don't even have half of what's needed to build you proper. again, we crash. Motherfucker. I hope I saved before that.
Might I be of service?
I would like some equipment repaired. 10,000 caps.
Might I be of service, sir? Might I be of service, sir?
Oh my god, strength today. Yeah, I won't be able to use you. I'm sorry.
Might I be of service, sir?
See how many times I can fire this. Oh, okay. Odds of my success have increased exponentially. Okay, Jackie, if you're watching, you're gonna want to tune out. I'm about to start a spoiler son. I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Have you
7,
done
8,
all we
9,
asked?
10.
Did
Okay.
you retrieve the
My character is stupid. I don't understand a word you all are saying. I just go where the pointy arrow says.
Did you retrieve the tech? Tail rocking off.
Free Kimming.
Go, my men.
Attention visitors.
Fly into the air.
Goggles and take your
Yeah. Even on survival on normal difficulty, that wasn't enough.
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
I don't know. I'm tripping pretty hard right now. Yeah, my pre-game battle skill was great.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You're not what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Okay.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
There aren't any. Unless my character is so stupid they can't even see them. Oh, now that's a robe. But just to make a point of how hard I'm tripping. Maybe I shouldn't shoot at my own brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, hmm? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Oh. Are you my brain? Cool. I can talk to my own brain. Can my heart and spine talk too?
Yes. Well, you do know that those particular organs don't have neurons and are thus incapable of speech. Yes?
Oh. Well, you don't have a mouth, but you can talk. Explain that, smarty pants.
I don't have... Ugh. I have an inferior frontal gyrus wired directly into a speech synthesizing processor. Your heart can't be wired up to a thought synthesizing processor. You can't talk to it.
Brain, you seem awful smart all of a sudden.
I've been bettering myself, I'll have you know. I've been reading. Actual literature, mind you, not that La Fantôme or Tales of Chivalry drivel. I've been studying the classics, acquiring a solid grounding in medicine and the sciences. Also, I'm fairly certain this tank has been liberally salted with ground mentats.
You talk a lot of science, Brain, but I don't understand.
Very well, let me put this in terms you'll understand. Brain, smart. Heart, stupid. Spine, very stupid. You, exceptionally stupid. Does that explain the matter? Well, we certainly wouldn't want to strain your comprehension, would we?
Cool.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Actually, yeah, I'd like a cookie. Where's they at?
Is this really what I have to look forward to?
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
You're responsible. You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
We'll revisit the topic later.
Oh yes, I rather expect we will. We'll be having a very long talk about crawling through old ruins, herring off on missions of revenge. And Cazadors. Oh yes, we'll talk a lot about them.
Mentats.
Ah, the meat has returned. Lovely.
But you're the source of most of those glands, unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame. So many smart words from the dumbass!
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
I thought you'd want to be back in my head. Something about the 2 parts, one side.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
Too bad I've got arms. You don't. You're coming with me. What about the good things? Blowing people apart. Food.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat oozing hormones.
But you'd rather just stay here and never leaving a tank of ground imitats?
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. But still, given the tremendous, potentially life-ending peril that went along with those, yes, I'd rather stay here. Of course. After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
Seems like an unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Okay.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
I can't believe that.
I don't believe it. It's just a simple fact. One may as well believe the Earth is round or that the specific gravity of uranium is 18.9.
Well, if you like being stuck in there so much, maybe I'll just leave you.
Oh no. Please, don't leave me here in this nice, safe dome where I have access to nutritive fluids and a fully indexed library. Please don't deprive me of being dragged through a landscape so bleak it was actually improved by the end of the world. I don't know how I could bear it.
Why you never say anything about Phil before?
What did you think all those self-preservation instincts were, hmm? All those times you thought for a fleeting second, maybe I shouldn't punch that Deathclaw in the face. That was me telling you exactly how I felt before!
Come on, we're getting out of here!
Ugh, crawl back in there? Are you mad? I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled with disease or packing one of those delightful head wounds you seem to attract. I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again.
I promise I'll take better care of myself.
Even if I believe you, and I'm not saying I do, we still have one significant problem we're facing. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
Then let's go make them share. Come on, Brain, it's stomping time.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
Guns. I'm going to give them a demonstration of the physics behind small, fast-moving chunks of lead.
Now that you mention it, I do miss that lovely rat-a-tat-boom a bit. It's just not the same without a body to feel the recoil.
See, you
What's
are
the next step,
glandular! Huh? He'll stay here. If the think tank won't hold up their end of the bargain, we'll make them.
Right! Look out, think tank! This brain is coming out of its jar! I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Let's see here, there's 15.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
Proving Brain's point. Reattach your spine. There's some technology to remain. Your torso can be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold have doubled.
Might I be of service, sir? Might I be of service, sir?
My tank!
I'm going to remove your stuffing, little teddy bear.
How do you fire?
You're going on a ride. You must.
I don't even know what my weapons do.
That's for lobotomizing me, you freaks!
I am so going to attack this target with my weapons.
You're pathetic. Holy crap, you all actually had some stuff. Guess once we leave, we'll start the liquidation process. Once I get my skill books, depending on if I can meet the requirement, I'll trade eye for an eye for Corona. And just absolutely devastate everything. Declined. There should be 5 of you. Ah, 8. And oh. Boros. Dala. You were no match.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the Showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind-eye old Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries, to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
I'll come back for you.
Might I be safe in the assumption that matters with the think tank have been satisfactorily concluded vis-à-vis your residence in this domicile? Will Sir be staying for... Will Sir be staying for any... Will Sir be staying for...
I'll need to store that. This was absolutely stupid, but it's what I'm about to do, because I want to go ahead and get the stuff sold. Actually, let's see how much I have left over after I buy medicine stick.
Welcome, sir or ma-
Really? Okay. Dr. Mobius because I like him.
Welcome, sir or
Pain medicine stick. 25,000 caps. one big trip done.
Will Sir be staying for any...
That's straight up maddening. All the loot that I had was all traded for medicine staff. Don't get me wrong, it's a good weapon, but still.
Hey. No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from? Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
Hole in the ground?
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
So you just leave family in bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Sure.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
I've heard they shoot lasers from their eyes.
Wow. I've got to admit, you have completely defied my first impression of you. Eye lasers. I'll be sure and look out for that next time. Any other juicy bits of intel?
I don't really know anything about them.
That's okay. I wouldn't expect anybody to. I think they tend to keep to themselves. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
I just kind of drift from place to place.
Just wherever the wind takes you, huh? I like that. Keeps things interesting. I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together. Help each other out.
Okay.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them.
You shoot lasers?
I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
Yes.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Strange that you would equip that.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves. You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I need to get you some 308 ammo. There's an universal axe. Bye-bye!
Why do we always hurt the ones we care about the most?
Hey.
Sender!
Still making a nuisance of yourself?
Barter!
Take a look. Pleasure doing business with you.
Bye.
Does jumping at the with my yes fine. Ooh, got something good for me. Is it a dress?
Welcome, sir or ma-
Pick up tomorrow.